glorious fall
Oh
from
yeah,
the mid '90s. They were so good there for 4 or 5 years. They ran the league, and then
yeah, and then
then the crack train started to fall apart.
yeah, and
And
then look at Oakland.
it's the same
Oh
way.
my
I mean,
God.
they hold these guys up like they're heroes. They're not
Yet,
really heroes. They're just sports guys. I mean, really.
yeah, yeah, and yet they get mad at the white guy that made the airplane. They
Oh,
these black racists, and I'm gonna call them what they are. They're racists, and they sit there and call us racist. Well, I'm gonna call you racist, you schmucks. You sit there and you say the white man is responsible for all of your pity and pain and all this, that, and the other thing. I'm sorry, we're not. Okay, we invented the airplane. We invented the automobile. We invented the gold chain you wear around your neck with the little dollar sign and the diamonds in there. I don't see any of you Arabs or African Americans inventing much stuff. Well, maybe you did here in this
there's
country.
been some major contributions.
Yeah,
George Washington Carver was probably the most notable
yeah, yeah,
as far as, but it's so overhyped.
yeah,
I have black friends.
yeah. Me too.
These are not topics that we discuss when we're talking. We don't talk about. It's not me versus you.
Yeah,
It's a very small number of people twisting public opinion.
yeah.
The media is in on it big time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just like with the whole Rodney King thing and O.J. Simpson. Oh, we better not find him guilty because otherwise they might riot. Well, who cares if they riot? You put the riot down.
Yeah.
But justice was not done there. And it wasn't because it was a black man and a white woman.
But don't you find
It
it
happens
interesting?
just as often with a rich white man
Yeah,
who can get away with murder
yeah. Bernie Madoff.
because he has the money.
Yeah,
And it was the same kind of deal here. High
Yeah.
profile. If it wasn't O.J. Simpson and it was just average, an average Joe
Yeah.
African American, he'd be in jail to this day.
Yeah.
He would be rotting in jail like me or you.
yeah,
Don't
Yeah.
listen. Don't even play the race card.
yeah.
When you play the race card, you play into the racist's hands.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what our president likes to do to divide everybody. They say that anybody that disagrees with Barack Obama is a racist. Well, I hate to say this, but Barack Obama is a racist.
That is a shadow argument. It's so vague.
exactly.
It doesn't work.
Yeah,
Nobody's listening.
everybody that he's associated himself with in the White House is a racist or a communist, okay? That's facts are facts, fiction's fiction. If you sit there and believe that he's not a racist and that he's actually helping the country, then you're mentally ill.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
the country's in way better shape than it was 4 years ago or 12 or 16. I mean, between Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, this has been one nightmare after another. And
Oh,
now
yeah.
now I'm hearing Jeb. Did you catch that?
Oh no, no, not another one.
I'm hearing Jeb. I am hearing
What in 2012?
Yes, I'm
Are
hearing
you
rumors
serious?
of Jeb popping up in the running
Oh.
here in the summertime or maybe in the springtime.
And like last show, I said I like Rick Santorum.
Romney is obviously fizzling out.
Yeah.
Santorum, boy, I looked at him this morning on the news and I thought, man, I hope somebody doesn't put he hasn't. I thought Bobby Kennedy all over again. You people.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I thought that I thought the same thing. I was like, man, this looks awfully eerie of Bobby Kennedy, and he looks like a good candidate. Bobby Kennedy looked like a good candidate.
Yeah.
He was running, of course, off of the coattails of his brother.
Yeah.
Hey, being a senator and in the Congress and all
I
that.
can tell you what, you don't want Newt in there because Newt's
Oh,
just Obama and a different rapper.
Newt.
Yeah, my God,
Newt.
he's like Puff the Marshmallow Man. That guy.
Oh man, he's just like he'd be like HW all over again.
Well, pretty
They're
much.
from the same good old boy club, and
Yeah.
same thing with Jeb Bush.
Pretty
If there's
much.
any truth to those rumors, and only time will tell, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
and
see
then,
what happens.
You
I
know,
mean,
of course, your
if it does happen, you'll have it, recorded for posterity's sake
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, and then you've got
And then I'll have bragging rights.
yeah, exactly, and then you've got the commander and thief, who could very well do a Reichstag maneuver with this street vermin, and
Oh, man.
elections could get canceled. You never know.
Oh, I don't know how that would. I don't know how that would even fly. There'd have to be some kind of catastrophe or major event. There would have
Yeah.
to be a major event that would take place,
Yeah, but
like an attack
yeah,
or a major war breaking out. It's never happened in the history of this country.
Yeah.
And I think if it happened now, that would
it would
probably,
spin into a
that would
civil
cause
war.
another Occupy movement.
Yeah, it'd be called the Retake America by the.
I can't see
Yeah.
the Tea Party. You know, you got a lot of Tea Party fanatics, and they're just as fanatical as the Occupy Wall Street.
Yeah.
And-
But we're the peacefuler side. We're the ones that don't do any stupid things. We wait for you to do the
Well,
stupid
I don't know.
things.
There's some Tea Partiers out there that are pretty radical.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've put their hope, but their hope is not in the Lord.
No.
It's not in God's promises.
Well, they also haven't thoroughly pissed off the Christian right yet either. They're working on it by forcing the birth control stuff and that, but they
Yeah.
they haven't pushed us that far.
Well, they're doing it so slowly and
Yeah.
so little by little. This has been decades and decades in the making.
Yes, and that's
Lucifer and his allies, they're spirit beings. They're able to plan these things out
Right.
hundreds of years in advance, which takes us back to the whole founding fathers discussion, which
Yeah.
we're not going to have on air today, but maybe some other day we
yeah.
will
Some
have it
other
on
day
air.
we'll get into that.
With the Freemasons and all this Illuminati crap.
Yeah, because I mean, our founding fathers were great guys, but there was some,
There was vermin that crept in even back then.
yeah, exactly. It was not a pure thing. Nothing ever is in this world. It's you're always going to have that influx of negative energy. So,
Until a set time
Yeah.
when there will no longer be the old order of things.
Yeah.
It will have passed away.
So, but yeah, I mean this. But it's just amazing to me to you see these guys on the street, and half of them don't even understand what they're protesting for. They're that stupid.
Oh, I talked to one. I
Oh,
talked
yeah.
to one. This kid, he was about 20 years old. His name is Nicholas.
Right.
He might come to church with us
Oh, okay.
one of these days. He's been invited, but he's an atheist.
Oh,
And I got him to agree to come to church. I don't know if he'll actually show up, but he
Right.
gave me his word that he would come at least once. I said, just come and check it out and
yeah.
see what you think here. Just
Yeah.
he's just a lost kid. He doesn't. He says, "Well, I'm an atheist," but he was so easy to persuade to come to church. I was like, "Oh, come on."
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not like every other church.
Well,
ever
little
could do.
did
This
you
is a
guys
real
know,
church.
but Kirk Cameron was also an atheist, and he's been in some of the biggest
Hey.
Christian films known.
a
out
lot of people were
Yeah.
atheists or worshipped other gods, and God calls them according to His purposes.
Yeah, I used to be a Buddhist. I should know.
Yeah.
You know?
And I didn't know what I was.
Okay.
One day I was an atheist. The next day I was nothing. I was just there.
Yeah.
But I was 18, 19 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, this kid's got like eye makeup on,
Oh,
a
wow.
little spiky hairdo. He's just a little guy too.
So he's kind of like one of these emo guys?
Yeah, he's kind of emo. His dad was probably a jerk. His
Yeah.
mom probably didn't give a crap.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him, and he's like, yeah, I was down there at the Capitol, occupied Denver, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh yeah, how's that going? He's like, oh, I'm not really. He didn't even know. I said, what are they protesting about? He's like, oh, I don't know. They're just down there, smoke pot and have a good time. Blah blah. It's just a big party.
Yeah, that's what it
And
is.
disruptive, and you got 2 or 3 or 8, maybe 5% of the people are actually part of that movement.
Yeah.
The rest of them are just a bunch of mindless zombies down there. Oh look, there's free food. Oh look, we can
Yeah.
we can have sex in the park. We can take a shit on the Capitol lawn.
Yeah,
That'll
exactly.
be fun. Then we
Yeah.
can take pictures of it and post it on YouTube and
Yeah.
show the world
Oh, I know.
what brain dead morons we've become.
Yeah, exactly. Or, it's like...
Give
they-
all the foreign nations in the world something else to laugh at.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's just get this cleared up. Foreign nations and foreigners particularly Europeans,
Yeah.
who want to sit there and thumb their nose at us.
Yeah.
You'd all be speaking German right now if it wasn't for this nation.
Yeah. You'd be a lampshade.
And we're descended from Europeans.
Yes.
The ones that had the brains enough to get out of there.
Yep. And
Think about it, though.
yeah, exactly.
You know, and if it comes again,
yeah.
it's a
Who's
good
gonna
chance.
save you when this country's going into
Hey,
the toilet?
Frenchman.
Yeah.
I've got a question for you. Hat meine Schießen unter gemachen schnell. Whatever that means.
Private Paula.
I would be speaking German if it wasn't for the what a lot of people call it the greatest generation.
Yeah.
These men came down there. It was a brutal war.
And they were about our age, some of them.
This country
And then,
gave up
yeah,
like 400,000,
men.
and
Yeah.
that doesn't count the wounded lives
Yeah.
that were altered
Yeah.
forever,
Yeah.
mentally, physically, both.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how many children lost their fathers? How many wives lost their husbands? How many mothers lost their sons and
Yeah.
daughters so that you could keep speaking French and thumbing your nose at the Brits
Yeah.
and at the Germans and at the rest of the world up until this very day?
Yeah. Exactly. And then what about you Greeks? I don't understand this. You're broke. Why are you still insisting on entitlements?
Why
Get
are you
off your
still
lazy
insisting on a
asses.
30-hour work week?
Yeah.
And socialized health care and school, free college for everyone.
Well, get off your ass and go to work. That's how you're going to save your nation. If you don't want to do that, fine. You're just going to
Now
go
they
down
want to sit there with their DeVitas and their
Yeah.
iPads and
Yeah.
sit
And
around
just sit
and
there
just
at
be
their
mindless little zombie clones all
Yeah.
day long.
Sit there in
Oh
the
yes, we
coffee
live in
shop.
Greece, oldest country on the planet. Yee.
Yes, and we're going to,
And the Italians. Hey,
Hey, what the...
what's going on around here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Our country's bankrupt.
Did-
Yet the Vatican, which sits right in the middle of Italy,
Yeah.
has more wealth than probably half the nations on the planet combined.
Yeah.
Hoarders. They could solve a lot of this debt crisis
Yeah.
for their own country that they exist in. The
Well,
Roman Catholic Church.
I thought that's what the purpose of the church was to be a
No,
staple
no.
for the community and to help people out, right?
The purpose of the church now is just the same as the purpose for all these banksters.
That's
It's
kind of
to-
the
It's to
principle.
hoard and acquire as much wealth, land, gold, silver, treasures, artifacts, whatever
Yeah.
that they can get their greedy little paws on,
Right.
and keep people in darkness as the Pope and the papacy.
Yeah.
I mean, Holy See, Holy Father.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of the way right now.
Okay.
Jesus said this. He says, "Call no man your father, but your Father who is in heaven." Like Matthew chapter 9,
Yeah.
verse 4. I don't know. Let's check that out.
Yeah, that's right
Look
here.
in Matthew chapter 9 there. So we can
Alright.
give these people.
Yeah.
I got a big problem with people calling Catholic priests father.
And
That
Jesus,
needs to be
knowing
addressed.
their thoughts, said, "Wherefore think ye evil in your hearts?" No, that's not it.
Here, let me
I
see that.
Went to the wrong section.
Oh.
Whoops. The Holy Spirit told me to read that.
Yeah, well, it's...
Yeah, I got the smaller. You want the bigger print one? I've got the bigger print one.
No, this is good.
All right. So, yeah, so anyway, that's part of the problem is you've got corruption seeping into every facet. You know why? I'll tell you why, okay? I'll tell you what's next, okay? It's very simple. It's called principalities and powers. That's what it is. It's principalities and powers that is creeping in and corrupting and corroding every solid thing that you depend upon. That's why I'm saying that the welfare state, it's over. It's over, folks. It's done. You got to get away from it. So anyway, he's finding this scripture. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back after these important messages. And remember, our advertisers for this segment are cheaperthandirt.com. Get your firearms, ammunition, and survival gear at a cheap price at cheaperthandirt.com. And also penniesforguns.com. You want a good price on a firearm? Go to penniesforguns.com, enter in promo code ARMORALL2012, and get 5 free bids. And then also, we're going to Yes, we'll see you in a minute.